Hey fam, I'm back. I've been away for about a month or so. I had a few things to clear up here and there. So welcome back to the channel where we are trying to revive this piece of land and turn it into some lovely vegetable packed space by growing our own food. Hopefully, if you're also growing, you can share your experiences. If you're not, maybe this channel can encourage you to begin your own garden. I think that's the way to go right now as things are going in this world we are in. Yeah, so welcome back. Now, this video is actually before the one I uploaded recently. This is the activity that happened prior to that one, because that one you can see the maize I planted has already started shooting a little bit, but this is the clearing. I think I misplaced the footage, so I started with the one I found first. So this is the actual clearing. You're going to see how I cleared. I first had to cut off the weeds. You can see the weeds are everywhere. There is a lot of weed. And then after that, I had to dig. And I'm doing it in bits as I manage with my old bones. My back is giving me a lot of issues. So the last planting season, I got someone to do the digging. This time I decided to try it myself. And Lord, the ground was like digging stones. It's so funny. Someone told me that after such floods, when the ground dries, the earth actually gets way harder, which I thought was quite strange. But yeah, because I thought, it's been so wet and soil was being carried. Actually, the soil being carried probably contributed to the whole, because the earth is crazy dry. Digging has been something else. So this part here is where I began. I first cut back the weeds. My cutlass was not in the best of shape. It felt sharp, but when I came to actually doing the work, it wasn't. So I used a lot of effort. This spot here, which is pretty small, took me like, I don't know, 2 hours or more to get to the planting stage. It was just insane. So this is the part you saw me watering the maize in the current video, the video that's presently showing. So if you go back there after watching this one, now it will make more sense. You will see, which part I planted and as I watered, and now that area is sprouting. So the ones I planted, it was on the first. The first is when I planted, that is this current video. And then the one you watched was the 10th. I'm talking about October. So in about 10 days, they'd already begun to sprout, which is really exciting. So then here, this is my oasis, as I call it. It's the only green space, the space with anything green around here. This is my bell pepper oasis, green in the dryness. I've been watering them diligently from the day I planted them. It was like an experiment. You've been seeing a few shots where I was telling you this is a very viable business idea. If you have space and it's getting good sunlight, in no time at all, a few months, 3 or so, you can be having bell peppers that you will sell. So I started it like an experiment. I wasn't sure about the pests. I decided I was not going to put any manure or anything. It's just the soil. The soil here in this place is really rich. So that's an advantage, because even the potatoes, when I compare them to the kitchen garden, which is where I'm living, you can't compare. These ones come out big and nice and everything. So if you do actually now tend to it, put manure and all of that stuff, maybe pesticides. So far, I can't really say I've observed pests. I don't know how it's going to be now once it starts raining. I know bell peppers in the beginning, like a lot, enough, 6 to 8 hours of full sunlight. So that has really worked in my favor this season. Now, let's not even talk about the mess back there that you can see. The weed now in the present video, I think it looks a bit more organized because some of this weed I've already cut it back in that one. But this is what it was like when I was starting. It's a lot of bush and craziness. I don't know about the maize. This maize is the one I started with watering. Some few videos back, you can see there's some maize I was watering. Then it became too much, and because I'm not actually living at the farm, it's not very far. I walk here and back, but I wasn't able to keep up with the watering at that time. I got busy and other things got in the way. It's the way you can see I've started these ones now and I'm watering. And if I'm not able to water them till the level where they've actually sprouted nicely, it becomes a problem. It can end up being a loss. What I'm praying for is that the rain will come and find the project underway so that I can stop the watering, but they'll already have picked up, you know? That's my hope. But as you can see, it's been delaying. Like yesterday, there was a bit of rain, but nothing to write home about. I was going to go today to water, but because of that little rain, I've decided to jump a day or two. But I don't even think it was that much to make so much difference. Okay, the other new thing that's happening is the avocados. I didn't expect there to be any right now. This isn't the season. Most people don't have them. But I found that there were some. I saw a ripe one. I asked some guy to knock it down for me, and he couldn't reach it. It was too high because they're professional pluckers, guys who are trained to do this thing. He was just going about his business and did me a favor. But he managed to knock a few, and by the time I counted them, there were about 15, and I was not ready to carry a heavy load, so I told him to stop there, and he had other things to do anyway. But I realized that actually that tree is quite a blessed tree. It produces in and out of season. So I have a few avocados that I'm selling. I want to go back now and get more. I'm still picking orders, which is, by the way, a side note to all of you guys. Anybody who's interested in avocados, please let me know. Inbox, let me know in the comments, and then we will get in touch. I'll let you know how you can reach out and we can organize this thing. Yeah, so that is it. A bit after this, that's all I did this day. I just started off the clearing and whatnot, and then after that, a few days later is when I came now, and I'm planting some maize as I dig, and eventually some potatoes, so that I don't keep going and coming back. So this part that I've dug, shortly after digging, I dig to a certain level and then I start planting, so that if the rain comes before I'm done with what I wanted to do today, I can go home knowing at least something is going to get some rain and, first steps of germination. That you see now in the video that's currently up. So I took the scenic route home, which I'm going to leave you guys now to enjoy the trees and all of that as I was heading back home, and I will catch you soon. Please make sure that you like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are growing wherever you are, and do subscribe. Please subscribe. Let's get to 100. I know I've been a bit off, but now that I'm back, let's do this thing. Let's grow this channel. Let's encourage each other. Give me ideas. Remember, in the last video, I asked you guys to give me ideas for that bottom part. What happens there is that we have thieves. There are thieves. It's village guys, but they come to steal the avocados. That's one of the reasons why I want to remove all of them. But they come and they ravage anything that they find. They'll just steal. So what is happening? I'm trying to think of something. My current thought is potatoes. I initially thought I was going to plant fruit trees, but I realized by the time I'm coming to pluck the fruits, if I'm giving them time to ripen, the next thing I know, they'll have been stolen. So I want something less appealing. Maybe the potatoes, it will be hard for them to dig them up, hopefully. I don't know, you can't put it past them. But yeah, if you guys can think of anything, I would love to hear your suggestions. Please put them down either in the other video or even in this one. All is good. Let's interact so that we can help each other on this journey. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.